We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Pick the edge.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
On first down, Lee to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
There you go.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch tight end. Even.
Breakstone, travel. Even. Ready.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Lee looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the pistol, Tomlinson. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Watch the pass.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Shift.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go. Here we go. Let it go.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Let's go, boys.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on first down. Fields. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Hey, look small. We got 4 down.
Check. 55 to Mike.
No.
55 to Mike.
Hurry up.
To throw on second down. Fields. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready. To the flat. There, right there. 54 Mike.
Now watch run. Hey,
Lujo Coco.
check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Redskins 14, Browns nothing. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, dog.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, man, I got him. He's mine.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's get it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Set, go. Mike 58. Mike.
Come on out here. Come get some.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Lambo on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Redskins 21, Browns nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
3 down.
Hey, Haywood. Lee Griffin.
On 2nd and 12. Lee looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas.
Lee.
We got 3.
And that's complete to Adams.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Let's go.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. I got you, son. Watch mine. Outside coming.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the goal. Go. Let's run.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check Mike. Watching you 5. I got you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3. Now a loose football. The ball comes out into the Redskins. Have it they do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it.
Touchdown, Washington!
Oh, yeah, that's
a great effort there. With his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That's me.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. That's it. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
To throw again. Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready,
The Browns' drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Golf. Ready.
Back to throw, Lee. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
56 is the mic. We don't want this.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lee. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, baby. All day, baby.
This is Tomlinson.
Run to the ball. Fly to the ball.
And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
Let's go, baby.
So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Let's go.
Here's Lee, throwing on 3rd and long. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Right there.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
56.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lee rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Lee. This is caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down.
56.
Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Coming to you.
Ready.
58 to Mike.
I'm coming for you. You must.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
I can't believe they let you play.
He's got
I can't believe they let you play.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah.
A big play there. In the final
baby, yeah.
seconds of the 1st half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Here we go, D.
They'll try and throw for it. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencils.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Lee out of the gun. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now Lee on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. There he goes right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that ball.
80 weapon. Ready.
Lee looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll set up to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Converge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing here, Lee. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. Nice footwork at the 25. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, it's Lee. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Gordon. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just know where to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
Hey, watch that. Watch it go. Mike 54.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Bullock. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Let's go, fellas.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Tomlinson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
54 is Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And that's complete to Cooks. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Gordon.
Check.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
All day, baby.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Wide, get wide.
And the Browns 1st down.
Shoot.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You got tight right there. Alert flare.
The 9-yard line.
Fire.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Off the play fake, here's Lee. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go!
At their own 37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we enjoy.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
No.
54.
We own them. We own them.
Kill.
Check. Crunch.
Check.
On 4th down,
Check.
Fields.
Lucky.
Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go.
Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Here's Lee on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
On the double.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
That's it, baby.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Lee. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That one looks like he'll throw here. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tomlinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go, baby.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Check.
36.
Check your hot read. Check.
Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Big stop, let's go.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Browns.
2nd and 5.
Right there, 54 Mike.
65.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Pick. That's our ball. Going the other way.
His guys take over 1st and
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.